Chapter 12, Hunt for the She-Wolf. The fog over the English Channel was thick as milk, and the ship moved slowly, as though afraid to touch the shore. Nicholas stood at the rail, the wind whipping his cloak, salt droplets settling on his gloves. Avellini and Thorn slept in the cabin below. He had insisted they rest. He himself had not slept for 2 days now. The stigmata on his hands had opened again, not badly, but enough for blood to drip onto the deck, leaving dark spots. He didn't bandage them. Let it flow. It reminded him why he was sailing to France. The letter had arrived 3 days earlier, unsigned, bearing only the seal of the Blackthorn. Your mother is alive. She is in the abbey near Calais. She knows how to stop what has returned. But time is short. If you do not come, the demon will come for your son. Nicholas burned the letter. But the words remained in his head. The ship docked at dawn. The shore was gray and cold. France smelled of wet earth and hearth smoke. Nicholas hired horses, 3, for all of them. Avellini had wanted to leave Thorn in Calais under guard, but the boy refused. I have to see grandmother, he said simply. They rode in silence. The road wound through fields and forests, the very ones where Isabella and Roger Mortimer had once hidden. Nicholas remembered them dimly, the smell of salt, his mother's whispers, his father's laughter. All of it long ago. Too long ago. The abbey stood on a hill, old, gray, with high walls and a single gate. The nuns in black let them in without questions, as though they had been expected. Isabella lived in a small cell against the back wall. She was past 60, but she looked older. Hair gray, face etched with deep lines, eyes the same as Nicholas's, gray-green, cold, but now filled with weariness. She sat by the window, gazing at the sea. When they entered, she did not turn. I knew you would come. Nicholas stopped in the doorway. Avellini and Thorn remained behind him. You called. Isabella turned. She saw her son, for the first time in 30 years. Then her grandson. Then her daughter-in-law. You look like him, she said quietly. Like who? Nicholas asked. Like Roger. And like me. She stood. Came closer. Touched his gloves. Do they still hurt? Nicholas nodded. Sometimes. Isabella looked at Thorn. He carries the blood too. The boy stepped forward. Grandmother, the demon speaks to me. Isabella flinched. He speaks to all of us. Ever since we summoned him. Nicholas froze. Summoned? She nodded. Roger and I, in 1324. We wanted power. We wanted Edward II gone. We found an old ritual in Roman manuscripts. The blood of the Plantagenets opened the door. The demon came through. But we could not hold him. He retreated into shadow. Waited. Waited until the blood ripened in a new generation. Nicholas clenched his fists. Blood seeped faster through the bandages. So it all began with you. Isabella lowered her gaze. Yes. And now it will end with you. She walked to a chest in the corner of the cell. Opened it. Inside lay a book, old, bound in leather with a blackthorn embossed on the cover. This is the journal. Mine and Roger's. In it are the words that close the door. But the ritual requires blood. Yours. And his. She looked at Thorn. The boy nodded. I'm ready. Avellini stepped forward. No. We'll find another way. Isabella shook her head. There is no other way. The demon is already in England. He is hunting you. If he is not stopped here, he will take your son. Completely. Nicholas looked at Avellini, then at Thorn, then at his mother. Then begin. Isabella opened the book. She began to read, quietly, in necrolingua. The words cut the air like knives. Blood flowed faster from Nicholas's scars. Thorn stepped closer. A small, bright drop appeared on his palm too. The demon answered. The room trembled. Cracks spidered across the walls. Black smoke poured from them. A voice, many-voiced, furious, "You cannot stop me. The blood is mine." Isabella kept reading. The voice grew louder. The smoke thickened. Thorn suddenly stepped forward. "No," he said. "The blood is ours." He let his single drop fall onto the page of the book. Light flared, not white, but golden. The smoke hissed. The demon screamed. Nicholas seized his son's hand. "Thorn." But the boy did not release the book. "He's afraid. Because we're together." Isabella read the final word. The book burst into flame. The fire was golden, not burning, but cleansing. The smoke dissolved. The demon's voice faded, first to a whisper, then to silence. The room stilled. Isabella fell to her knees. "It is over." Nicholas looked at his son. The scars on Thorn's palm were gone. Completely. He embraced the boy. "You did it." Thorn smiled, for the first time in a long while, like a child. "We did it." Avellini came to them, wrapped her arms around both. Isabella watched them in silence, tears on her cheeks. "Forgive me," she whispered. Nicholas nodded. "I forgive you." Beyond the window, the fog was lifting. Sunlight broke through the clouds. For the first time in many years, Nicholas felt the shadows retreat. Not forever, but enough to keep living.